I was like 12 in Florida. Moved to New York when I was 13, kept rapping. Like, you know, like just like in my basement, writing rhymes and like doing online battling and stuff. And then 15, my sister passed away, and then I like started getting like really into music, like as far as like crafting and actually working on songs. And then throughout the years just kept working. Linked up with Danny French 2008. We made our first song together, Memory Bliss. And at first it was like we weren't like together like that, like in the same crew. Like he was doing his thing, he was in a hardcore band, and then years went by, kept making music, and then eventually, like after like going, cause like initially like I became a Humanot in 2005, like around the time my sister passed away, like literally, like after I met Z Brainchild. Well, I didn't even meet him yet. It was like long distance, and he was like the first producer to like send me a beat, and he said I made a song to it, and then I sent it back to him, and then like it was just like the rest is history. And then eventually I linked up with Fredo and Gio in like 2000. What was it? 2011. I'm sure. Yeah. And then like it was pretty random. We were like smoking weed in my truck, and then like I put on a beat, and then Fredo started singing, Cashmere started rapping, and then it was like, yo, like what's up, like what's good with y'all, man? And then oh man, I don't even know, it's like so much has happened since then. Now we're here. No Space. Been working on it for like 2 years, 2-3 years, something like that. It's changed like 2 or 3 times. It's basically just like an introduction to JoeyG for the world. Really like showing people, you know, like who I am, not only as an artist but as a person too, you know. Well, at first it was like I came up with it to remind people that there was no space in my name. Like honestly, like that's where it originated from, because I just got tired of people putting a space in my name. But then like eventually it just became like a part of me, who I am, and like because I've been through so much in my life that it's like I don't have like any room or any space for like negativity or bullshit, you know what I'm saying? So it's basically like that's basically what it is. But the process, it was an experience for sure. There were times where like I would, you know, like I had to go back and rework on stuff because I felt like it wasn't good enough, you know. And then not only that, but I had other people telling me like, yo, you need to change this, you need to change this. There was a few tracks where like I had to like have like no one in the studio, like this one track called Monumental, like I didn't want no one in the room when I re-recorded the Big Sis, because I did that too.
Which is a crazy song.
Yeah, I had to like have the studio empty for those, because it's like I didn't feel comfortable, you know, like doing those songs in front of mad people, because like with a lot of the recordings there was like a lot of people in the studios at times, like more, especially like more recently, like because of all the delays and all that, you know, all that stuff. It was like it came to a point where like I was like, yo, I was gonna throw in the towel. Like I was gonna, like I wanted to be like, fuck this, because it was like, yo, is this even worth it? Is it even, in the end, is all this gonna be worth it? You know? But and then I just had to challenge that thought and just stay positive and tell myself like, yeah, like I did all this, I spent all these years, all this time, like I have to keep going. Me, one of the craziest moments was like being in Miami like last year and linking up with Street Runner to work on a song with him. That was like crazy, you know. It was like I was on vacation for the first time in 2 years, and then they set up the session or whatever to go, you know, link with Street Runner. And then it was like, you know, it was just like surreal, because this guy, he works with Eminem and like Lil Wayne, you know, like all these guys, and it was just like, hey man, like, so what's up? Oh, like nothing. Just recorded a song with, you know, Lil Wayne like the other day. It's just like, oh, that's cool, man. Like shit, you know, like that's what's up. So that was a crazy moment. And then like hearing Zooted on Music Choice, that was crazy too. That was like, whoa.
We-
Lyrically, I feel, I mean, very confident in it, you know. It's a lot more aggressive and like commercial sounding than Robert Horry EP. Some of the tracks I was like literally like screaming in the booth, like going nuts.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then Danny French he's on the project too. He's got like 3 features and a production credit on there as well. So it's definitely playing a big role. Sometimes I write like for me, you know, like just like what I think is dope and what sounds dope in my head, and then sometimes like I have thought, like I've written like crowd friendly stuff, if you want to call it, like that I know that like when I perform this shit is gonna be live, you know what I'm saying? But it's, I mean, mainly it's really just what I think sounds dope. That's pretty much it.